Hello and welcome to Mindfully Crocheted Unraveled. My name is Mara. Today I'm going to be unraveling the New York Times games WORDLE, STRANDS, and Connections for Thursday, August 14th, 2025. So spoiler alert, if you haven't already done your New York Times games for today, please make sure you pause this video and do that first. And then you can come back and compare and see how we did. Of course, you're always welcome to follow along with me, pick up some tips and tricks as to how I solve the games each day. And I would appreciate it if afterward you left a kind comment down below as to what you thought. All right, without further ado, I'm going to bring up my wheel of Wordle start words and select my starting word for today. Okay. Pardon me. All right, I'm going to shuffle these up, make it full screen, and here we go. See if we can get something different than smile and a rose. Okay, house. All right, awesome. I'm going to stop sharing my screen and pause my recording while I bring up my phone, and then we can get to solving the games. Okay, I've got my phone pulled up. I'm going to open up my New York Times Games app and add 3 people to your subscription. Oh, nah. Okay. Go down to Wordle, guess your way to the correct word, Thursday, August 14th. Go ahead, add another day to your 353-day streak. All right, let me hit on play, August 14th, 2025, house. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm actually going to do the word C-L-E-A-N, clean, because actually today I'm having my house cleaned. Let's try that. Okay, well, that put the E in the correct spot. No A or C, L and N in the wrong spot. Okay. Let's see, N. Okay, let's see. It'd be like E. No, E's already in the right spot. I guess there could be a second E, but let me see. L. So what about like L-I-E-N? No, there is no word like that. Okay, N-I-E-L. Okay, now there's the word Y-I-E-L-D, yield, but there's no N in yield, so that word is not correct. I'm thinking it's not going to be an I-E blend, so that pretty much means that L and N wouldn't go first. N, could there be like an E-N? Oh, wait a minute. I-N-E-L. About like G-N-E. Oh, there could be KN with a silent K. About knelt. Let's try knelt. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, knelt. It's not kneel. I could have done kneel as well, but it's not kneel. We know it's maybe KNEL. Nelp. Neld. Nelf. Neld. Neld. Is this a word? Nell? Like Nell? I'm not sure what a Nell is, but let me try this. Nelm. Nelm. I don't think so. All right, let's try it. Nell. All right. I'm going to look this up. What is a Nell? Knell. I think it's like, is this like a grassy, hilly area? The sound of a bell, especially when rung solemnly for a death or funeral. Oh, I was so way off. Wait, are there other definitions of a knell? A stroke or sound of a bell when rung slowly, an indication of the end or the failure of something. Yeah, to proclaim something as if by a knell. All right. Well, there you go. In case you didn't know what a knell is, now we both do. Okay. All right. Here we go. Down to strands, find hidden words. Find hidden words and uncover the day's theme, August 14th, 2025. All right. Honest to goodness. Honest to goodness. Okay, well, I'm looking in my upper left. I see the word real. I'm going to try that. Honest to goodness, real. Let's try it. Okay, and then let's see. Boggy. Real, true, maybe. True. I see. Okay, true here. All right, so honest to goodness, real, true. See, what, bona fide? Okay, that's the spanogram. All right. What about like legit? Oh, okay, wait a minute. Legitimate. All right. What is this word? SHERKO. Okay. Kosher. Okay, kosher. It was like shocker. Kosher, legitimate, real, true, undeniable. The real thing. Authentic. All right. And genuine. Genuine. All right. Honest to goodness. Okay. Says I've completed 38. My current and max streak are also 38. Okay. So I got 2 words, the spanogram, and then the remaining 4 words. I like it. Okay. Moving on to connections, group words that share a common thread, Thursday, August 14th. Go ahead, add another day to your 77-day streak. Our 16 connections words are train, backpack, racket, caboose, hubbub, seat, bustle, stick, bouquet, bat, tail, cookbook, mallet, veil, nitwit, and backside. Okay, well, we've got train and caboose, seat. I don't think so. Okay. Train can be, you know, a train like chugga, 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 choo, choo. Or, sorry, you know, like Thomas the Tank Engine train. Caboose could be, you know, like the end of a train, but sometimes people refer to caboose as your bum. So I'm also seeing like backside and caboose. I mean, a bustle is on the back. There's also your, like a tail, like your tail, your rear end. Okay. Oh, but I think there's also seat. So, all right, let me deselect these for the moment. Let's look at what else we have. Train, a train can be a train or can also be like the train of your wedding dress. And that could go along with veil and bouquet, and then maybe the bustle. If so, then that could mean that caboose and seat and tail and backside might go together. Okay, let's do the screenshot so that we can see what the rest look like highlighted. Okay, I've got green lit up. Let's just go ahead and leave that. Let's do caboose, seat, tail, backside. Switch to blue. All right, so then we've got backpack, racket, hubbub, stick, bat, cookbook, mallet, and nitwit. Okay, well, what about, we've got racket, stick, bat, mallet. Then that would leave, switch to purple here, backpack, hubbub, cookbook, and nitwit. That, I mean, they're all compound words. So did the first or the second word have any like any relation to each other, like cab, back, caboose? Well, caboose is not, wait, sorry, I'm looking at caboose. That's not purple. Okay, wait. Backpack, hubbub, cookbook, nitwit. Back, hub, cook, knit. Wait. Cook, knit, back, hub. Okay, what about pack, bub, book, wit? I don't know if this is right, but I'm going to go ahead and give it a try in the order that I did it, from like the ones that are highlighted with the black, and then I'll do the ones that are highlighted in green, then the ones that I have highlighted in blue, and then we'll see if that's right. Okay, let me delete the screenshot. I'm going to give this a try, hoping that it is bridal wear. Okay, who components of a bride's ensemble? All right, bouquet, bustle, train, and veil. All right, then let's go with seat, tail, backside, caboose. All right, let's give it a try. Derriere. Okay, backside, caboose, seat, tail. All right, then racket, bat, mallet, stick. Things you hit with. Used to hit a ball in sports. Okay, gotcha. All right, by default, we've got this. What's all the hubbub? Backpack, nitwit, cookbook. Honestly, I don't know. I really don't even have a clue. So this is our purple category. Hubbub, backpack, nitwit, cookbook. Okay, well, the only thing I can see is that hubbub has 2 U's, backpack has 2 A's, nitwit has 2 I's, cookbook has 2 sets of double O's. So maybe this is like alliteration, but cookbook, nitwit. Oh, wait a minute. Backpack. They rhyme. Hubbub, backpack, nitwit, cookbook. They rhyme. Okay, so rhyming with the same vowels or whatever. That's the only thing I got. Let's submit this. Rhyming compound words. Okay. All right. Got it. All right. Well, that was fun. I'm going to stop sharing this. How did you do? Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that you'll check out the links down in my description box and join me again tomorrow as I solve the games again. I do make a daily video solving the Wordle strands and connections, and so I appreciate it if you follow along each day and then leave your comments about what you thought. If you have some ideas for other words that I could put on my Wordle start word list, or other ideas for tips and tricks that I can share with others, I would love to hear about it. Check out that video that YouTube is offering you right there. Don't forget to put a little play in your day. Take care and be kind.